Making YouTube videos back in 2011. If you go back and watch my old videos right from the start, you'll realise that they are all just covers. Basically, I wanted to get my voice heard by an audience. I wanted to build up an audience who enjoyed listening to my music, whether that was covers or original songs, who could give me feedback, maybe help me out a little bit. I was hoping that someone would watch my videos who would be able to help me build a career around my singing and my voice, and then eventually my acting. You know, it's no secret that I love musicals. Musicals are my thing. So I was really hoping that someone would watch my videos, like what they saw, and help me become a singing actress. So essentially I wanted to use YouTube as a stepping stone or a springboard and build an audience and a connection with a group of people who liked what I did, and then hopefully eventually transcend YouTube in a way and do what I was doing on YouTube but in a bigger scale, you know, in theatres. I wanted to eventually bring that audience who I had shared my music with and who in return had shared with me their time and their feedback, and we could all then move on to the next step, the next level kind of thing. YouTube has helped me springboard into the career that I wanted to be, and it's not the only thing that has helped me get to this point. You know, I've been working my arse off for years and years and years to get to this point, before I even knew YouTube was a thing. But YouTube is such an amazing platform to showcase what you can do and hopefully have the right person watch it. But that's the thing, I've been on YouTube for 4 years, which is considerably less than a lot of other YouTubers. So it's really difficult to answer the question, you know, how do I make it big on YouTube? How do I get my channel noticed more? Because, you know, everyone who's got a big YouTube channel at the moment didn't really start YouTube with the idea for it to become a big YouTube channel. You can never really guess what people are gonna make viral. You know, you can't really predict what people are going to find interesting to watch. Which is why it's so difficult to answer the question, how do I get my channel noticed? Because none of us really know. None of us really know what it was that got our channels noticed. We can't really pinpoint the exact moment when our channels went from slipping under the radar to being the only thing on the radar, you know? If you're going to make YouTube videos, do it because you enjoy it, first of all, but also do it because you feel like you've got something to share, you've got something to say, you've got stories to tell. Give the world a good reason to watch you. Don't expect them to give you their time if you don't actually give them anything worthwhile back. Olan was completely right when he was saying, like, his video is entitled Just Be You, because no one's... It's so obvious when someone's being fake. It's really obvious when someone's not really enjoying what they're doing, or they've made a video because they feel like they just need to get one out that week, rather than making a video because they genuinely were excited to tell the world something. It's really easy to tell when someone's, you know, just sort of putting on a front to try and be entertaining, which is very easy to do. You know, when you turn on the camera, it's just you and a camera. Who you are when you're alone is very different to who you are when you're with other people. So when you're making a video and it's just you and a camera alone in a room, you need to put on some kind of personality because you want to come across as passionate and animated and excited about what you're talking about. But that personality that you put on for a camera when you're alone in a room should only be as much as the personality you have when you're with other people and you're having an actual conversation. There shouldn't be any need to put on this big persona and this big character just because you feel like that's what other people are going to find interesting. And then it also becomes a real pressure because everyone who's been watching that character expects you to be that character all the time. I also don't like the idea that people are trying to get their channels noticed just because they like the idea of being noticed for no reason. I don't get that. I shunned the idea of being a YouTuber for a long time. I still feel a little bit shaky about it because there are lots of people who want to be noticed just for the sake of being noticed rather than for any specific reason. They don't feel like they have anything to say, they don't really feel like they've got any talents to showcase, they just like the idea of being noticed and the thrill of being a little bit famous for a little amount of time, and they've seen other people make it really big on YouTube and think that that's the easiest way to get famous because it's something that you can do yourself. So it seems like the easiest option to becoming famous because you can just do it right from your bedroom. They don't think about the fact that everyone who is big on YouTube at the moment has worked for the amount of time that YouTube has been around to build up those millions of subscribers and build up that audience, and they actually give something to that audience. It's a two-way street. It's a relationship. So there are lots of people who have started making YouTube videos and they're talking without anything to say. And it's those sort of people who call themselves YouTubers who make me feel a little bit awkward about calling myself a YouTuber, because that's not the sort of YouTuber I want to be, and I don't want to be associated with just being famous for the sake of being famous, because I don't even particularly want to be famous. That's not how any of my channel started out. It started out because I love singing and I love acting, and that's what I feel I'm good at, and that's my strength in life, and that's what I want to continue to do. But obviously singing and acting needs an audience to participate. I like singing for people, I like acting for people, I like putting on a show, you know, that's interesting to me, that's something I'm really massively passionate about. That doesn't go hand in hand with wanting to be famous. It's, you know, it's how I always say that I'm really awkward when I'm on stage as myself, because I'm much more confident when I'm behind a character, because I like telling stories through a character. I like pretending that I'm someone I'm not, and I like taking on different personalities and being different people. But when I'm stuck on stage as me, I freak out because I don't... It's like when people sing happy birthday to you and you're the only one not singing and it's awkward and you don't know what to do, and it's like that. That's how I feel when I'm on stage as Carrie Hope Fletcher. It makes me feel like everyone's looking at me, and I don't like people looking at me when I'm me. It freaks me out, and so I don't like that idea that I'm when I call myself a YouTuber, I'm being associated with those people who just want to stand in front of a stage and have people scream their name for no apparent reason. But I feel like it's one of these things that as long as I know that I'm making YouTube videos because I genuinely feel like I have something interesting to say, and I like sharing what I'm doing, and it's sort of my YouTube channel runs parallel with my career, and I liked that they sort of intertwine and cross, and I like that. I'm not just making YouTube videos for the sake of wanting people to listen to me when I've not really actually got anything to say. As long as I know that, I should be okay.